You know what it reminds me of? Self-help books.
You are right.
Great.
It's like electronic self-help books hooked to you.
Yeah, why read the self-help book?
Right.
Just inject that shit right into my neck. What good's that going to do? You haven't learned anything. You're looking for shortcuts to life to run your life. Guess what? Life requires work. Stop being so fucking lazy. Take the catalyst of life.
100%.
And enjoy the learning and the difficulties, the trials and tribulations of life, and realize that is a function of striving and evolution for everyone. For you, every plant, every bug.
Yes.
Everything goes through this.
Dude, I was watching a show on ants the other day. And so there's like 100 times more ants than humans. There's like trillions of ants.
That's a population issue.
Yeah, it's a population.
This is directly affecting.
But they're cool. They're chill.
Oh,
I mean, we don't see like ants just everywhere all the time. You put some sugar over there, you'll see some.
They live underground. That's why.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like their whole idea is, and they were showing like how they work and like that whole idea. In the Bible, there's a proverb in the Bible that says you're gonna love this. In the old King James, I love it. It says, "Go to the ant, thou sluggard."
Yeah, you want to know why? You want to see efficiency in group work?
Yes.
Go look at an anthill.
Yeah, exactly.
Sluggard.
But so it's like this.
I love that word. I got to write that down. Yeah, you lazy fuck. It's sluggard.
Get some work done. Yeah. Look, but what are we taught? This is creation law. Go back to creation. Look and see, what are these fuckers doing?
Service to others only.
That's all it is. Yeah.
Oh, what do? They have the land in front of them. And that's what they get to use.
And they were showing like how efficient. And honeybees are the same way. We've talked about honeybees before, but ants, it's like how efficient they are, and they have to learn. They have to work in the nursery and help the queen out. And then as they get older, then they do more tasks and they develop sensors and stuff like that.
Oh, and somebody has an input. What am I going to do? Share with the rest of the group. Yeah. Oh, what a fantastic little social memory complex going on.
Yeah, and they have like emotions and all kinds of shit. People don't realize how complex creation is. We
screw the AI, just make supersized ants. I'm through your construction. Put wetware inside an ant. Go have that thing build a building for you.
Well, I think a lot of people don't understand this either. Just our sight. From what the universe is, the dark matter, everything that we have in our sight. And I was listening to a physicist say this a couple months ago. He said, and what we can see on the color spectrum, just on the color spectrum, not the other types of spectrums that are out there and everything else.
Don't upset me with some truth.
He goes,
right now.
If you take our vast universe, put a pinhead on a map in a universe, and then put the tiniest speck that you can put on that pinhead, that's the equivalent to how much we as humans can see. He goes, we're basically blind.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for listening to this episode. That's so upsetting, but it's so true.
We can't see majority of how much of physics can we see?
Nothing.
But there are parts of creation that can see that.
Can I see deep infrared? No. Can I see high ultraviolet? No. Gamma? Not a chance. I can't see this stuff.
Bats can. Bats can see like radar and shit like that. That's what's fucking them up with the cars and stuff that have the radar. They can.
It's the 5G and the radar bouncing around. Bats are going to be slamming into your Tesla. No, but it is fundamentally true. It's like, what do you do in this world when you're actually limited to the amount of input that can come in? What does it tell you? Why rely on something if you're blind? If you are blind, stop using your eyes to develop. Look internally. Your mind can show you any color, anything you want. Your consciousness will allow you to evolve. Stop looking to the outside to try and understand.
So, free will. And we'll close in this, and we're going to have to do another episode on the gray aliens.
I don't have any free will.
But no, you won't. If you become a cyborg, who owns you then?
The person who wrote the algorithm.
Yeah, the wetware. Are you considered a robot then?
No, cyborg.
Are you considered a human?
It's flesh. It's a flesh synthetic mix, which is a coin of a cyborg. A robot doesn't have that.
Right.
Robot's just strictly synthetic. When you bring those two things together, you got the cyborg. But the thing is, say a law is broken. What are you going to blame? Oh, my algorithm misfired. I didn't mean to stab grandma.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't mean to, do anything. Oh, I didn't mean to hijack the plane. It was my wetware. How does that work? Who chose to put it in their body? You did. You were still 100% responsible. Okay? This thing will never, even if you put it inside of you, and it may make your body misfire and your arm flies in the air like the old E-Trade commercial with the neurosurgeon messing with the guy's head. You are the one that fundamentally has the choice.
Yes.
You always have the free will, and you made the decision to put this synthetic thing inside of you for some sort of, cultural and scientific evolution of the self. So your free will is still 100% intact, but just understand that you allowed something to come in to alter how you make your decisions occur, how you choose to evolve. You're doing yourself a disservice because you're actually relinquishing the full spectrum of sovereignty over choice making, because now you have something that's going to interrupt your material actions that are occurring, or even throwing off your patterns for how you think. Oh, I want this thing to cure my depression. I want it to do an electrical fire so it blocks off certain parts of my brain so I don't feel like a sense of loneliness.
But I mean, the pharmaceutical companies are doing that now.
They do it right now.
Whether you put wetware or you take a drug, it's doing the same thing. It's altering. And I'm not saying some people may need that, but I think a lot of people like to use external things for crutches instead of dealing with internally and understanding the power belongs to you. The power is in you.
Yeah.
That creational, universal expansion that is constantly expanding, you have the ability to expand in that same format.
Correct.
That's what you were created here to do. That's what creativity is.
That's all you're here to do. And, people are so focused on this very physical wetware, like a wire going in their head. Do you know that the U.S. Naval Labs came up with a thing called a nanodust? You seen this?
I've heard of it, but I haven't seen
it. It's a legitimate 100% thing that comes in and directly affects the hormone and endocrine response in your body through nanites. They call it dust, smart dust.
You could just absorb it, like just suck it up.
Look it up. It's well cited. There's published papers. You'd never even know.
You never even know. Yeah.
Smart dust and the whole thing's just totally taken over. All the electrical signals in your body.
Well, that's Westworld. This last one was like the flies. They get in your mouth.
Even smaller. Yeah. You don't even see it. Smart dust. Look it up.
They just take over. It takes over your brain.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's a good one.
Yeah.